Hello, Anthony. How you doing?
I'll, ta-
Hey
I'll, take,
there.
I'll take it your weather forecaster's working too.
Yeah,
Talking about aching joints.
yeah. It's already gotten really windy and cold here and
Yeah,
icky.
yeah, it's a good one because it's even changed the weather down here. I mean, it's still warm, but not like you know what I'm saying? Usually it's like 98, 99. We was like in the mid 80s.
Yeah,
And as I was cutting the
we're
grass,
at 32 right now.
yeah, well, right as I was cutting the grass, it's just right before dark, I could feel the wind getting cooler. So it's a good
Yep.
blast. Because for it to come all the way down to Louisiana, that's a good blast.
Yeah.
I don't know what the temp is right now. Let me look real quick. I'm curious myself.
Well, I don't know how many people I'll get, but I figured I'd just show up and
Yeah, it's
say hi to everybody.
73, and the humidity went from 98 to 73.
Hey, Nancy, pop up on panel if you want. Yeah, our humidity is 100%.
Where ours was, but it dropped when that cool breeze came, pushed it out into the Gulf.
Yeah.
I figure in another day or two we'll get some really cool weather. In fact, let me look at the 10-day forecast here. Yeah, by Saturday we're gonna be 68 and 52 at night.
That's
And
not bad.
yeah, but for here they'll be going, oh, it's cold.
Yep.
Yeah, because they're used to 80 and 90-degree weather this time of year.
Yeah.
Because I think tomorrow's high is going to be 89, which is pretty low for here. Friday's 82, Saturday's 68, and then it's going to taper from Sunday to next Wednesday. It's going to be between like 70, the high 70s to mid 80s. And
I would take your weather over this crap anytime.
yeah. Oh yeah, right between now and Thanksgiving is our best weather as far as fall. You know.
Yeah. We didn't have a fall. We had like a week of like 60-degree weather, and then boom, we're getting this snowstorm.
Yeah. Yeah, my buddy's already up to 5. I think he said 5.2 in snow.
Wow.
He's up there in Montana.
Yeah. They get hit hard.
Mm-hmm. They got hit hard and early.
Yeah. Hey, Nancy.
Hello, lady. How are you?
Oh, hanging in.
Sound like you're feeling bad.
Had a damn headache all day today, so
Shit.
I had a rough night last night, like crazy. So
Oh.
Sound like it's time for them to check them tubes again. I know.
They checked them already today, and they're looking all right. It's just that for some reason I've got extra pressure on my head today.
Probably because the weather changing so dramatic.
Yeah, well, he thinks I might have the flu. He gave me a flu shot yesterday.
Oh shit.
So,
Well, we gave you the shot. You got the flu. Hey, my wife wouldn't believe me. She was like me for the longest time. She never had one. She decided she let him suck her into taking one. As soon as she got it, 2 days after she got it, she was sick for a solid 3 months.
Yeah.
Off and on.
Hey, Jimmy, pop up on panel if you want.
Hey, Jimmy.
Hi, Jimmy. Anyway, yeah.
Yeah, even, like Jimmy said, even his furnace normally ain't on till November, and he's already had it on.
We haven't had ours on yet. It hasn't been all that cold yet. It's been cold, but not all that cold. And so I haven't needed it yet. So we'll see.
Yeah, our winters here.
I've got mine running right now.
Yeah, our winters here are just cool and wet. Of course, I'd rather deal with rain than snow.
Right.
Yeah,
Rain,
you don't have to shovel rain.
yeah, rain runs off by itself until it freezes. Sometimes we do get rain, it'll rain and get like half an inch of ice, for like one day though.
Right.
By the next day, it's back up to 80 degrees.
Yeah.
Because it's funny because people don't understand here between like Texas and Louisiana and Mississippi, them cold fronts come and they hit hard. But then the Gulf winds go, take your ass back up.
Right.
Yeah.
And Jimmy's right. Where's that global warming they've been promising? I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I've seen some of that happening, but not really all that much that they say is going to happen.
Well, I'm sorry. I don't buy into all that. I mean, I know we do damage as humans. I know that. But I'm going to tell you what. If I was to worry about anything, it would be the next ice age because we're like 600 years due for one.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because people, you know how many people think there was only one ice age on this earth? And I'm like, no. There's, as far as they know, as far as research, there have been 6 ice ages. Been 6 of them. And we're like 1,000 years overdue for one.
And Yellowstone is due to erupt any time.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's
Hey, look.
it's almost 500 years overdue.
Yeah.
Well, they keep saying that Mount Rainier is gonna blow again at some point because they said that she's been having a rumbly in her tumbly lately.
Oh
Yeah.
wow, that ought to be interesting to see.
So
Yeah.
they placed all kinds of new monitors up there to monitor the mountain and stuff like that. And
Yeah.
just the other day they were saying that Mount Rainier is really rumbly underneath there.
Well, that's like
Wow.
it was like Mount St. Helens. They got too comfortable with her, and she burped on them, blew the whole backside out.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, and that was just a belch. She said, "Burp."
Oh, that was more than a belch.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but you know how they were building houses up on the side like crazy. Oh, she's
Yep.
dormant. She's been dormant. She's fine. She's fine. Because my aunt was one of them that lived on that side, and she's on the
Oh,
phone.
wow.
Going, I lost my house and my yard. I'm like, well, no shit. You lived on the side of a volcano.
Yeah, well, they've already shown Mount Rainier spewing up a little bit of steam. So
Yeah.
it's like,
Oh,
okay,
wow.
Yeah, in other words, don't be in the hot springs. You end up like them kids on Dante's Peak.
well,
Well,
Yep.
they just came out with a new.
Yeah.
They just came out here with a new alarm system now that will give us at least a 10 to 15 minutes sound that will warn us in ahead of time to run to higher ground if she blows.
No, if she blows, you ain't gonna be able to run nowhere. That plasma cloud will get you.
Yeah.
That's like liquid napalm in a bottle, hand delivered.
But they said that they got this new alarm system that will warn us all that, just in case, she goes off. And
It's like my aunt, man. She said that helicopter picked them up. They just barely got off the side so much when the whole side blew out. And she said she see that white.
Wow.
She could see that white cloud with the fire inside of it just screaming down the side. And I said, that incinerates everything it hits. Yeah.
I'm up on the third floor, so I think I'm up.
Yeah. I just told her if you're ever on the side, I told her if you're on the side and you see that white cloud coming, just bend over, grab your ankles, kiss your ass, tell the good Lord you're coming.
Yeah.
Yep.
So anyway, they've also put in a new alarm system now to give us a little bit of a warning of an earthquake. So, because they're predicting that this big earthquake is coming, which we yet to see.
They've been predicting that for years.
Yeah.
So it's a new app that we will have to have on our phones now, and they will give us a
Last time I was in California when that 7.4 hit,
yeah.
it collapsed that interstate, that double interstate, collapsed that. I was there when that happened.
Well, we had
Wow.
a 6 point something earthquake. Shut up, Nick. Anyway, but a 6.5 or so, 6.7 earthquake. And then we had an aftershock. After that was like a 4.6 or something like that.
All right, let me tell you, that was the first and last one I was in. It was a 7.4. I was packing my bag. My buddy says, "Where you going?" I said, "I'm going back to the swamps of Louisiana. At least it might be muddy, but it stays underneath your feet." Yeah. I mean, water you can run from, fire you can run from. When the ground's shaking, you can't run from that.
Nope.
Best you hope you're in a helicopter and you can get up in the air and get away.
When I was in Durango, I was not only in Blizzard Land, but I was also in Tornado Alley. And and I when I moved here to Seattle, I said, well, at least I'd rather live in Earthquake City than Tornado City. Well, now I'm not so sure.
Yeah, I don't know. At least a tornado, you can kind of go, okay, it's going that way. I'm gonna go that way. Yeah. When I was in that 7.4, look, people always tell you to get to certain safe spot. Do you know how disorienting it is when you're trying to move and everything's going?
Yeah.
Because it felt like you're drunk. That's why I told my friend that's what it felt like. It felt like I was drunk, trying to walk.
Right.
Back when my son was about 2, my ex-husband and I and my son were living in an apartment on the 3rd floor, and we had a 5.3 earthquake. And the whole building just felt like it was swaying. I grabbed my son, got into a doorway, crouched down over him, and then I look out in the living room, and my husband is crouched down with his arms out like this. And I'm like, what the hell are you doing? And he said, I'm going to catch the TV.
Didn't even bother asking how you was. He's saving the TV.
Yeah.
The game's on tomorrow. I gotta catch it.
Oh, that's too funny.
Yeah.
Oh, that's too funny.
That's like my uncle. He ran down 7 flights of stairs one time in an earthquake just to go check on his bike. He was a biker dude. He was more worried about his hog than he was the kids upstairs.
Yeah.
Like, I had to go get my hog and get it out before something fell on it. I'm thinking, you got insurance, bro. You could have got your new one.
Hey, Dave.
But I understood where you come from. A hog, a bike to a biker is like a gun to a soldier.
So they keep coming up with ways to warn us about things. I'm like, I hope I'm just out of here by the time all that happens.
Yeah.
Dave, you can come up on panel if you want.
Yeah, but I look at this, Nancy. If it happens as they've been screaming,
Yeah.
you got nowhere to run to. Okay. So
I know that. I'm like, I'm in the heart of the city. Where am I gonna go?
yeah. Well, I'm just saying. People say, "Well, you got to get out of the city." You know how hard it's going to be to get out of the city when everybody's trying to get out.
Right. Right.
Because nobody's courteous at all when it comes to panicking. They'll step on your grave just to get out.
Mm. Yeah.
People always say, "I'm not selfish." Wait till the disaster comes. They'll walk on your ass.
Yeah.
Hello, Dave Larson.
When self-preservation kicks in, there's no buddies, there's no family, there's no loved one.
Right.
You don't need to be scared. You don't have to show your face if you don't want to.
No.
We won't bite.
Nancy might, though.
Shut up.
How you doing? How you doing today, man?
I liked you
All
better
right.
when you were staying silent. Right back at you.
Well, I've had a rough afternoon. My mates forced me into the boozer again.
No, let me see your wrist. Let me see the bruises.
Mm-mm-mm.
How bad he twist you?
Good thing my
I
dog doesn't like to cuddle.
lost count after about 15 pints.
You do better than me. I lose count after 5.
Oh, and don't forget about the 15 shots I had as well.
Nick.
No, it wasn't that. I wanted some anesthetic because I'm always dreaming about Nancy.
How dare you even show up here when I hadn't even called out Beetlejuice 3 times yet?
Now, I'll show it wherever I want.
Yeah.
I see that.
Hey, Anthony, do you like my new picture?
Yeah, I was going to ask you, is that your pup?
It was. He died about 2 weeks ago.
Oh, I'm
Oh,
sorry.
I'm sorry.
Oh, Nick, I'm sorry.
Oh, he was a little shit.
Well, they're all little shits, but they're still your shits.
Yeah, but he had a good life, though. 19 years old.
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
Yeah, 19, that's a long time, yeah.
That's definitely a good life.
Yeah.
Thanks, Christy. Good to see you here.
Hey, Christy.
Hi, Christy.
No, he was a randy little bastard, though.
Oh, yeah.
I always took him round to me, mate. He ended up screwing his rabbit.
Mm.
Believe it or not, I had a beagle like that. I couldn't take rabbit hunting no more. He was always trying to hump the damn rabbit.
Yeah, and it was called Nancy.
Shut up. You ugly pug. Hooker, get back in your cage.
No.
Yep.
No.
Yep. Nick, turn it off.
No. Nancy.
Hi, Donna.
Oh, Nick. Oh, Nick.
Nancy.
Nope.
I've got something for you.
Nope. Nope. Nope.
You're welcome, Dave.
Yeah, baby, you came in the wrong time.
Oh my God, I'm gonna have nightmares tonight.
Yeah, so will I.
Turn it off, Nick. Turn it off.
All right.
Was that Homer Simpson?
How's that, Nancy?
No!
Hey,
No.
Donna, shut up, you old bat.
Yeah.
And it.
What? No, I'll leave that for Anthony for later. His tongue needs a bit of practice.
See that? Told you, Susan, you can't let Nancy or Donna up here at all.
I'm not looking. 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 I'm not looking.
Yeah, Nancy's saying she's not looking. I bet she's looking on her phone, though.
No. No.
Yeah.
My phone's over there. My computer's over here. My phone's over there.
Ah, so she's looking on the. She's got Susan on the phone, got you on the computer screen.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, Nancy's there. Oh, I want Nick's
Nick,
body.
turn it up. Turn it off, Nick.
No.
Yep.
Nancy, you've been off the camera for a while already. Yeah, yeah. All you can see is shadow on his cigarette. That's all you can see. See? She's like,
Nancy.
Nope. Nope.
Oh, Nancy.
Nope. Nope.
That's what we like to see. Susan out smiling.
it reminds that little girl. I seen the light. I seen the light.
Hey, I gotta admit, Nancy's starting to blush now, isn't she? She's starting to look like bloody Rudolph.
Shut up, Nick.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yep.
No.
Yep.
No.
Yep.
No.
Mom, he's touching me.
Hey, Nancy. I've got a song for you.
No.
I know a song that'll get on your nerves, get on your nerves, get on your nerves.
Shut up, Nick.
I know a song that'll get on your nerves, and I will sing it all night.
You don't need to sing to get on my nerves. You get on my nerves automatically.
I know a song that'll get on your nerves, get on your nerves, get on your nerves.
Shut up, Nick.
I know a song that'll get on your nerves. So.
And ladies and gentlemen, that's called getting on Nancy's nerves.
Yeah, Nancy, I'll leave it alone now.
Yeah, and how much of that do I believe?
All of it. I'll leave it alone for at least 30 seconds.
Yeah, right.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Shut up, Nick.
He's got a
I know a song that'll get on your nerves, get on your nerves, get on your nerves. I know. Come back, Nancy, I miss you. I've got something for you.
Get back in your cage, you ugly pug.
I'll get back in my cage as long as you come and tuck me in and read me your bedtime story.
Shut up, Nick.
No.
Okay, that was just a messed up image.
Yeah.
Her tucking you in reading a story.
See what you're doing?
Yeah, but do you know what the storybook will be? It'll be Playboy.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, Doc.
What'd you say?
Nothing. Nothing you need to know. He was just telling me not to get too excited.
Oh.
Was he watching you again?
Oh, yeah. He watches her like a hawk.
Yeah.
And that's a full-time job.
He texts me when he has to turn the camera on. When I go live like this on live streams, the camera and the mic goes off. And then he's only hearing through this, and he texts me on the phone.
Yeah.
It's cool that he checks in on you like that all the time. That's really cool.
Yeah. It's neat that they can do that nowadays.
Right, I'll catch you later.
All right.
See you, Nick.
All right.
Have a good one, Nick.
I will.
Yes. He's gone. Thought he'd never leave.
No, I got my readers on. I got my readers on this way because I'm on the computer.
No, he doesn't want me to get overly excited because with my head the way it's been.
Well, yeah.
And I'm on these new meds now, which work for my headache, but he doesn't want me to, because he said that it'll be really hard and stressing. Nick, go away. Please go away.
Yeah, but I don't get it with you, Nancy. You don't see me for a while. Oh, I missed Nick. And when you see me, you're still my bloody moaning.
Well, go away so I can miss you again.
Go away so I can miss.
Yeah, Nancy has wet dreams about me every night.
No, I don't. Shut up.
She wants to rub my fat belly.
Nick. Nick,
What?
you're going to get me into some serious trouble. Stop.
Why?
Because.
Because what?
Poor Nancy.
You're telling me if I carry on, I'm going to get you into trouble. So that means for me just carry on winding you up.
Nick, get back in your cage.
Nancy.
No, Nick.
Nancy. I'm going to do your head in Nancy.
Susan, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
I'm going to ruin your stream. But fuck off, Nick.
See, I'm not swearing. Nancy's the one. Potty mouth Nancy.
Oh, dear.
Nancy corrupts any stream.
Sorry about that, Susan.
No problem.
Bullshit.
I'll be right back. Oh, one in that suit.
Oh,
Right, Donna.
were you in town? Where were you earlier?
Watching the movie.
Yeah, well, you should have been up here saving me.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, Nancy.
Shut up, Nick.
Get back in your pants, Nick.
Oh, shut up, Donna, you old bat.
Oh, fight.
Anthony, you need to buy Donna.
Oh,
Shut up, Nick.
Look, God, if Nancy laughs anymore, she's going to piss herself. Yeah, and then she'll change your name to Pee Wee Nancy.
shut up. Oh, God.
I'll be right
Ah,
back.
Poor Susan. She can't even keep a decent, clean stream.
Well, no, she let you up here.
well, actually, it's not going to be Pee Wee Nancy. It's got a Pee Wee Potty Mouth Nancy.
Oh, shut up. Mm. Shut up, shut up, shut up.
No, and no.
Get back in your pants, Nick.
Oh, shut up, Donna, you old bat.
Thank you.
Anthony. Donna needs a spanking.
Mm.
Look, Nancy's holding it in now. She's going to piss herself.
Nick, if you try to, I'm mooning you.
Mm.
What kind of friend is that? Hell, if I spank you, you're going to be mooning people because I'm going to yank your pants down the ankle. I don't play.
Yeah, and he's not going to use a stick either.
Shh.
Shut up, Nick.
That's my secret, Nick.
Spiky!
No,
Is that
she'll be.
Spike or is that Chloe?
No, that's Spiky sleeping.
That's Sparky. Spiky?
Yeah,
Sparky.
Spiky. Yeah.
Go on, bite Nancy's ass.
Yeah, the bigger dog's Chloe, the small one's Spike.
All right.
Nick has a bone for you, Spiky.
Spike. He just opened his eye like, y'all leave me alone.
Hey, Jimmy, aren't you going to come up here? Come on, get up here.
Nancy wants your body.
Shut up.
Well, I can say anything now, can't I, Susan, with Nancy corrupting your channel? She wrecked your stream for swearing.
Because somebody made me do it.
Did you get that folder out of the car?
What?
That folder?
No.
Oh, I'll get it.
Oh, yeah, I hear you're trying for that house on that land again.
No, this is a totally different place.
Oh, is it? Oh, okay.
Well, a good deal.
Yeah.
What, you're going to have the house and Donna's going to have the kennel outside?
Get my ass, Nick.
But where is
told
this
you not.
located, Anthony?
Well, it's about an hour drive from where I'm at now, but it's located up on a hill.
Yeah.
It's 7.5 acres. Only 4.7 of it's usable because the rest of it's a pond,
Yeah.
and it faces the porch.
Hmm.
The house is kind of like on the side of a hill,
Uh-huh.
And the
You
porch.
sit on the porch and look at the pond.
And look at the pond. Yeah.
Yeah, well, hey, Anthony, that's going to be
Doesn't
all right for you.
Doesn't that scare you though to live on the side of a hill like that? What if a landslide happened or something?
We don't have that here. Yeah.
Hmm.
Just ain't California. When I say a hill, I ain't talking about no great big hill.
Yeah, we don't have mountains.
Yeah.
I think Susan's hiding now.
Yep.
Climber.
I'm
Hey,
hiding.
Donna, you scared her off.
What you
I
talking
feel
about?
bad. I ruined your stream, Susan. I'm very sorry. What the heck is that?
That was my text message. It was the sound from Doctor Who.
Mm.
Oh,
It's
There
got
for
to
a
be
minute-
one of
there
those
for a minute,
boring programs.
there for a minute, I thought Nick was turning demonic.
Oh, shut up, Nancy, you old bat.
Look in the mirror, Nick.
Nancy.
Shut up, Nick.
Nancy.
Nope.
Nancy.
You're on the wrong-
Nancy.
You're on the wrong channel for that, Nick.
Nicky. Nicky.
Donna's an old bat. Donna's an old bat.
Nicky, no. Oh, Pooper.
What? The hell was that?
Oh.
She's inventing shit for you now, man. Nah,
No.
not here, Dave. I bond myself. I don't play that insurance game, man. I bond myself. All you do is put enough money in the bank, put a bond up, and they leave you alone. And
Has
they can only get you for the bond.
Has that pond ever caused any trouble there, though, to make sure
No.
it doesn't flood or anything like that?
Mm-mm. No.
Anthony's only getting a pond so him and Donna can go skinny dipping in the middle of the night.
Hey, you never know.
You wish.
So when do you think you'll hear on this house?
Well, we just went and signed the papers today. You know, all that takes time because I don't do quick deeds on nothing.
Right.
I have a lawyer research the title and all that stuff. I make them do a house inspection, a termite inspection, septic inspection. If anything's wrong with it, the owner has to fix it before I buy it.
Right.
It takes a while,
Yep.
but I ain't no rush. So I told that agent, just do what you got to do, lady. I am no rush.
Yeah. Well, we have our final inspection next week. Our final inspection before they start doing doing all the transfers or whatever they're going to do.
Yeah.
And into the forward building while they fix this one. But we'll all get a copy, supposedly get a copy of what repairs will be done in our units, if any are done in our units.
Right.
Where are they going to put you all, Nancy?
What?
Where are they going to put everyone?
They're going to put everybody in the building that's ahead of us. They don't have very many people left here because they can't rent to nobody here because this building's not safe.
Right. Well, it's just not up to code. So they can't sublet. They can't sublet until they bring it to code.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Do you reckon your rent will go up, Nancy?
It possibly might go up, and I hope it doesn't. Because if it does go up, my first place I'm going to start cutting costs again will be my internet.
Yeah.
I'll shut off my internet. That's all there is to it. So
I'd hate to see that happen.
Yeah.
We
Yeah, but
miss you too much.
Yeah, but do you have like a McDonald's or Wendy's close to your area?
I have McDonald's about a block and a half down from me.
I need to introduce you to something, especially being you on the third floor or third or fourth. As long as you're above the third or fourth, it'll work great.
So I'm right on the third floor, and yeah, McDonald's is just a block and a half. Actually, yeah, you just go around the corner, down the street a little bit, down that way, and you're right there.
Oh, to pick up their Wi-Fi.
Yep, I can show you how to build a directional USB Wi-Fi deal to where you can point it right at them.
Oh,
and sit
okay.
there and just run right off their free internet.
Huh.
I did it for 7 years, free internet from Wendy's, because I was on the fourth floor and it was on the bottom down the hill from me, pointed right out my balcony, right at them. Worked. I did everything on it: YouTube, Netflix, everything.
Right.
You porn
Well,
as
right
well.
now I'm on the third floor, but there's no telling where I'll be in the building ahead of me. I don't know where I'm going to be
Right.
in the building ahead of me. So
Yeah. It's
Right,
still
I'm going to get my head
You'll have to
down.
get
Catch you
some of
later.
those-
all right, night, Nick.
Bye, Nick.
Let's see what it
Nancy,
was.
you'll have to get some of those EMTs to help you move.
Huh?
You'll have to get some of those handsome EMTs to help you move.
Well, I don't need to take. I'm only taking what I'm going to need for the couple of weeks that we'll be there. We're not going to be in there for very long. They're just going to they're just going to do the repairs and get us all back in the units one by one.
Oh, nice.
So they're going to pull people out and start pulling people back in as they get, past the inspections and stuff like that. As soon as they're deemed okay to bring us back in, then they'll bring us back in.
Right on.
Well, that's the way we did. That's the way we did at HBI. We would move so many out, get that section done, move them back in, and do it. We did it rotation.
Right.
Until we had the entire building redone.
Yes, I only need to take with me what I'm going to need. And I'll probably just take my computer, my clothes I'll need for that, few weeks, and personal stuff. Of course, my bed will go. I'll get somebody to help me move the bed, and so. Anyway, it's going to be a mess, but at least I don't have to worry about packing everything up. I can just pack what I need. And but what they are asking us is to move everything out of the living room, move everything out of the kitchen, and just stuff our bedrooms full of stuff. Use our bedroom as a storage area for everything. To fill our bedrooms up, because most of the bedrooms won't need work. It will only be like the living room and the kitchen and the bathroom areas that they'll be working in.
Yeah. Well, that's the main.
Unless they find a bedroom that needs work, which mine really doesn't. Mine was just redone like not long ago.
Right.
So I know my bedroom is good to go, but the living room, the kitchen, and the bathroom.
Even if it needs it, they can always finish like we did. We'd finish the main part, move everything back out of the room, and then do the room, and then do the room.
Yep.
Because a bedroom's easy.
So.
Yeah. Where's you gonna do trimming and repaint it?
But I can't. The only thing is I can't move my layout out of the living room because it's too big for the room.
Just put it in the middle.
So I told them about that, and they said, "Okay, well you can leave it there, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take everything off my layout, the trees, the trains, everything, put everything in a box and put it in my room."
Right. Well, we usually just tell them something that big. We tell them to put it in the middle of the room and tarp it.
Yeah, I am gonna tarp it for sure.
That way, if they got to paint and all that or redo drywall, it's not getting all on your deal.
So that I'll probably just do that. I'll probably just move it to the middle of the room and tarp it up really good and get the trains off there at least so that they're protected in a box and in my room.
Yeah.
So anyway, so we undergo our final inspections next week. Then we'll know what's going to happen. Then they're going to have another meeting with us and then let us know what's going to happen from there.
That reminds me, I gotta go this weekend to vote. Yeah.
You have a
Chloe
list
just farted
what?
and growled at her own ass.
Yeah, we got local elections here this weekend.
And who you vote? What's this election for?
For well, it's for basically for all of them. Some of them already been voted out. We're slowly voting all the goobers out,
Yeah.
and then we got 2 more to vote on. So far, all the Republicans have won.
Oh wow.
Well, I knew that was going to happen because all my party's talking crazy crap.
Right.
Wanting to give everything out and become communists, and that's not going to happen. Yeah. But yeah, we got 2 more to vote out, and those 2 said once they get in, the rest of them are getting together, and they're doing legislation here. We're doing like Florida. We're outlawing sanctuary. That way, if any state, any city tries to go sanctuary, the mayor can be
Yeah.
history.
Wow. Where's my here it is.
Yeah, a lady had to vote. It's like, you don't want to change your card? No. She said, but it says Democrat on it. I said, well, it don't matter. I've been voting Republican the last 9 years anyway, so it really don't matter.
Right.
I said, my party died a long time ago.
In this state, you get for like a presidential election.
Yeah.
If you're registered Democrat, you get a Democrat ballot. So you can't even choose to vote the other side if you want to.
Well, I do it all the time. I ask them for a straight Republican ticket.
Yeah, we get the same here in Seattle. You get to decide which party you want to vote for. You have to vote for one party, but they give you that choice of who you want to vote for.
Yeah.
And you just have to write it on the ballot.
Yeah.
The last
Or color it in. It'll say Republican or Democrat. It'll say what's your preference, and then it'll say Democrat or Republican, and you just color in one of those round circles beside the name.
Well, that's like the last time I went and voted. I walked in there and gave the lady. And of course, they always have a representative from the PNC, and then you have the representative from GOP. And she's the one, when they handed me the card, I looked at the woman, I said, nope. I said, give me a full Republican ticket. And she goes, what? I said, I want a straight Republican deal. And that one lady goes, well, sir, this card says you're a registered Democrat. I said, yes, I am. She said, well, you don't vote Democrat? And I said, not in 9 years, because you idiots can't put nobody in there worth voting for.
The thing is with me, Anthony, I have a hard time picking sides.
Well,
I'm the type that will vote for who I feel is the best.
I do too, but
And
as a normal, I've been a registered Democrat since 1984. Okay, and we used to talk and get shit done. My party has been completely taken over by communists. Period. I'm sorry that pisses people off, that's all they are anymore.
Right.
I mean, don't get me wrong, they're all pieces of shit in my book when it comes to politicians. There's a difference between talking crazy and trying to bring communism into no, it don't work, people. I mean, look at all the fine examples of communism around us. It didn't work in China. It didn't work in Russia. It sure the hell didn't work in Venezuela.
Right.
And people's like, well, China's still communist. Yes, they are, but they have a lot of capitalism ways because they couldn't make it on pure communism.
Yeah.
They're a two-party system, whether people like it or not. They claim to be communism, but they run capitalism to the T.
Yeah.
Same thing with Russia. It didn't work out for them either. They're still communism in a sense, but they do vote their presidents in and stuff now too. So,
Right.
communists as a whole party would work, but there's one flaw in there. Human. Because there's always greedy son. When you run a communism community, you cannot have someone that wants more than others. You can't have it. And you know as well as me, what's the worst part of human nature? Greed.
There's a link if you want to come up, Nora.
Hey, Nora.
Hey, Fuzzy Peach Peckers, how are you? I don't see Nora. How do you guys see Nora? I don't see Nora. His name is Fuzzy Peach Peckers.
Yeah, did Ken tell you, Susan, that my thanks to the and don't get me wrong, Trump is a person I really don't care for him, but as a president, I'd love to shake that man's hand because my $220,000 surgery bill and my $42,000 local hospital bill was paid,
Nice.
and not a dime come off me.
Nice.
Yeah. They actually had taken the money that should have been allocated for stuff like that for people anyway, and took it out of the pockets of these a-holes that were hiding it so they can spend it later, and they're actually paying people's bills.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, because our new governor, he's a conservative, when he got in office not that long, like last election, he found like 18.5 million just sitting.
Holy shit.
Just sitting. And he's like, well, what the hell is this? And he got to looking in it. It was supposed to be a fund for for somebody like me that had insurance, but just didn't have good insurance. But here I had all these bills stacked on my credit score. I mean, I couldn't even finance a roll of toilet paper on my backside. I think at one time my credit score was 220, 260. I didn't even know it can go that low.
Yeah.
Nick.
Yeah, since all that's been paid, I checked my credit score 2 days ago. It's already almost at 700 again. Because not only did they pay it, they sent a letter to all the credit bureaus that said any bad remarks, comments, or anything on my credit due to those bills had to be removed.
Right on.
Yeah. And it says purpose of that, it says bill was paid late by insurance. Yeah. That way it's not even considered my fault.
Hey, Cole.
Yeah. Echo.
Hi, Cole.
But yeah. Yeah.
Anyway. Donna, he says he's watching wrestling.
Yeah, when I got that letter in the mail, I almost fell over.
I bet.
And then I got on the deal and checked my credit, and I was like, what? Because I'm serious. Last time I checked it, it was like 250, 260. And then And I checked it, and then all of a sudden it was boom, it was 580 something, and boom, it was 6 something. I was like, oh, yeah. Yeah. Of course, now I got all the nutcases calling me.
Hmm.
Yeah, would you like a credit card? I bet you would, you SOB. Where was you when I was starving? That's what I told one of them. Where was you when I was starving?
I got a call the other day from a credit card company saying that I owed on my credit card or something like that, or something about a credit card. And I said, I said, don't call me again. I said, and just for your information, I've never owned a credit card. I don't have one, and I never will own a credit card. So
yeah, well, that's scammers trying to get more information from you. Because you know how many times I've seen them call people and say, hey, look, we need to verify it's you, ask them for their social security, their card number. And these people sit right there on the phone and give it to them. I'm like, are you an idiot? Because if that's the actual card company, they know what your card number is.
Yeah.
Only thing they're going to ask you, if it's your card company, they're going to ask you your full name, your address, and the last 4 of your social. That's
well,
it.
it's just funny because I've never owned a credit card. Not in my whole life have I ever owned one.
Yeah.
So,
Mm-hmm.
and
I
I
get
never
the
tried one,
robocalls.
so.
Yeah.
I get the robocalls saying, this is an alert about your Visa or MasterCard credit card. I'm like, click.
Yeah. No, that's when I call Matt and say, hey, did you find it? I didn't even know I had one.
Yeah.
If you're getting alerts, it's not me.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
Anyway.
How's your Halloween layout coming, Nancy?
I haven't gotten out there yet to even do it. I'm just still working on the train cars themselves.
Oh, okay.
But I got the train cars pretty much done. I got 2 more cars I need to do. But for the most part, they're really coming out good.
Oh, yeah.
So there's that one side and there's that side. So I got some with the spider webs and the spiders, and then I got some here with pumpkins on them.
Cool.
Yeah.
So, and then at the end of the train,
You're going to get whooped.
Jack.
Jack. And then the caboose will have the tutu.
Yeah, they're making fun of Jack. You see that, Marley? They're making fun of Jack. Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna have to tell Jack. We got beat up. Yeah. We got beat up.
Marley! Hiya, Marley!
Ah, now my ears. Nancy's talking to you. Nancy's talking to you.
Hi, Marley!
It's not me. I'm not crying. That's not me crying. Oh, watch it. Got a mean old doggy in the house. Where is it? Where's it at? Where's
Alexa,
it at?
bark like a dog.
I hope you enjoyed that. I know that ask me for a joke.
Go get it.
Not me.
Alexa just asked if she could tickle me.
Huh? Do what?
Alexa just asked if she could tickle me.
Okay.
No, Alexa, you cannot tickle her.
Oh,
I think she's getting a little personal.
Yeah.
That's why I like Cortana much better. Cortana doesn't do that.
I can't ever get Cortana to work on my computer, so I gave up.
Really?
Yeah.
I usually got to tell mine to shut up.
I shut it all the way down when I don't even have it to where it'll work.
I know she uses drops all the time because I'll be talking to the wife about something, and then when I open my browser, guess what the commercials are?
Yeah.
What
What you're talking to your wife about.
Yeah, and I'm like, at first people are like, well, that's kind of spooky, and I'm like, no, it ain't. It's neat because I ain't gotta go looking for it. It's right there.
Right?
I mean, to some people, it's kind of like, oh man, wait a minute, they're listening. I said, well, as long as you ain't talking about killing your spouse or planting drugs somewhere. I said, hell, maybe talk about planting drugs somewhere. Maybe she'll show you some neat containers you can hide it in. Yeah. Put you in contact with the druggers,
It's the one that needs to be worked on.
smugglers.com or something,
Yeah.
So, okay, so let me.
Oh, I'm going to tell you what. After working on my wife's car, I've come to one conclusion. If you ever wanted to be a freaking pack mule for a drug lord, buy yourself a Chevy Impala. There are so many hidden compartments on that car, it ain't even funny. And they were built there. I think whoever designed that car must have been at one time or knew somebody that was a smuggler. I swear to God, they built it for smugglers. One day I'm gonna do a videotape of that car and show you all the little spots you can hide shit. It's ungod real because you ain't even got to modify nothing. It's already there.
Wow.
All right.
I've known people that's own those cars and be talking to them in the parking lot and show it to them and they go, I've had this car 9 years and I didn't even know that was there. I'm like, yeah, you put tools there, extra clothes, rain suits, and it's out of the way,
So, Susan, you want to present me for a second?
Yep. There you go.
So here are the done cars so far. Hold on. Let me see if I can get an edge on them here. Hold on.
Yeah.
So here are the done cars.
Yeah.
Cool.
You think that's gonna look Halloweeny enough for the Halloween train?
Yeah.
So, and then at the end of this will be the Jack and then the caboose saying 2-2. So, yeah. It's going to be something. And then we just got the one extra little car here that has the little, these are the really small ones. So with the pumpkins.
Yeah.
So I had to kind of cut those ones kind of short because of the doors. Oh, shut up. But anyway, my phone was going off.
Oh.
So anyway. But I think Jack is going to have a good laugh at this. I
think so too. He's got a good sense of humor.
He really does. I think he's going to be okay with it.
Yeah, but he's going to harass you.
Oh, I know. I know that. But
usually when he pops up, he says, all right, you guys, don't even start it. Don't even go there, you yahoos. Oh, man.
The thing is, I like going there. I mean, come on.
Yeah, I'm going to bring them. I don't know what them things were. I'm going to bring them down there and let him look at them tomorrow. I found about 4 rings. I was walking the edge of that pond where that property is.
Uh huh.
And right on the edge of the water, I found 5 different spots. I found 4 rings.
Wow.
2 of them were like men's wedding bands. I think one of them was a 10 carat, and the other 2 were 18 carat. I don't know if they're real, but it says 18, in the side of the band,
Right.
One said 10K, and the other 2 said 18K. So I told her when we get it, get all the paperwork going and everything's looking for the go, I'm gonna go out there with a detector.
All right.
Good idea.
Well, she said years ago that pond used to be a big swimming hole. And then a person that actually owned it started sectioning it out, and selling the land. Yeah. But like I said, the spot I'm looking at 7 acres total. 4.7 of it's, actual usable. You know what I'm saying? As far as, the rest of it's a pond. Which that's plenty for me, I didn't even need 4 acres, so. And I like it because the people that just moved out was a elderly couple. The place was built in 2006, so it's not that old. And it's perfect for 2 people.
Yeah.
Yeah, because when I signed the paper, that's the first thing the lady said, was asking me, "Who's your insurance?" I said, "You're looking at them." I gave her my bond paper. She's like, "Damn." I said, "Hey, why should I give the money to you bloodsuckers?" Yeah, the sad thing is a lot of people in this world don't know they can do that. I mean, you got to have the money to make the deposit, but the thing is, you can bond yourself, and you take the money and you half what you would normally give them, and you stick it into the bond each month. That thing builds up, builds up, builds up, builds up, and if you never have to use it, guess what? That's a retirement egg.
Nice.
Right.
And you could do that for your land, your car, because all you got to do is show that if you're in an accident, you can actually pay these people something. And most state minimums are like $25,000-$50,000. That's the minimum you got to have. You go get a bond and you just keep feeding that bond. I mean, my uncle did that, and the time when he went to cash out his, he had $1.6 million in the damn thing. And then
Wow.
And he finally cashed it out when he retired. A lot of people don't know that because they don't tell you that shit. There's a lot of things people can do. They're not going to tell you can do it. You have to find out you can do it.
Yeah.
Right.
Government doesn't want you to know there's another way.
Well, yeah. Well, people think, well, how you think these guys that are in business for themselves make the money they do? Because they know all these little tricks.
Yeah.
Yeah. Most companies are self-insured. There's a very small amount of companies that actually have to go to another company. And usually they do that because they're just too lazy to do the paperwork and the footwork themselves. It's easier to let somebody else take the fall.
Yeah.
How many times people pay for years and years on insurance? First time they have a claim, they get dropped like a lead balloon.
Yep. That happened to my parents with their house. They had a water leak.
Yeah.
And the insurance fixed it and everything, and then they dropped them.
Yep. And it probably didn't even spend nowhere near what they paid over the years on that insurance to fix it either.
Yeah.
Because people don't realize, oh, well, my insurance came and gave me a check for $20,000. Well, hell, you paid them $250,000. Yeah. Because you think about it, majority of people, are are struggling, and when they get a house note, it's usually a 30-year mortgage.
Yep.
And you got to have insurance the whole time you have that mortgage. Do you realize how much money you've thrown away?
A lot.
And you get one little claim for like $20,000 and they drop you.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you done gave them $150,000.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I had a guy that worked for Exxon that showed me that one time because he was self-insured. I was like, "What do you mean self-insured?" He said, "I'm bonded." That means if I showed the state that I'm in that if I get in an accident or something happens, I have the money to say, "Here, shut up." That's
Yeah.
all it is. And I mean, they can try to sue you for more, but you know as well as me, if your insurance, if you look on your insurance, it usually tells you it'll cover $10,000 for this, $20,000 for this, $50,000 for that. That's it. You know, and you're paying $100 and something bucks a month for, you know, the next 20, 30 years. Add that up. Yeah. And they're living off the interest. Not you, they are. Yeah. So you put it in your own bond, you bond yourself, the interest that money's earning goes to you. Uh-oh. Oh, man, I hate that. Poor Dave said last frozen pizza and almost burned it. Yeah.
Crispy.
Yeah, that's what I tell people. This is, everybody will want one. That's extra crispy.
I mean, I just realized I can get timed out in here if I don't watch what I say.
Yeah.
Whose computer was that?
Mine.
You know,
What's it saying to you?
Oh, it's just, I think Pusa Studios was on.
Oh,
yeah, it's like my sister-in-law and them. You said, "How do you get your insurance so cheap?" Well, first of all, even when I had regular insurance with a regular insurance company, what do you get every year? Your income tax. First thing I did was always pay for a whole year.
Get it cheaper that way.
Yeah. And if they go up, guess what? They have to wait for a whole year before they go up on you.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm surprised Ken hasn't popped in here yet.
I know that's hard sometimes, but you know, I've always been a person. As soon as I got money, bills got paid. And once the bills got paid, it was food. And
Yeah.
then anything left, I didn't give a shit. Yeah.
That's the way I am. I pay all my bills first, and then whatever's left, and I don't care what I do with it. You know.
Yeah. Well, that's what I tell people. As long as my bills are paid and I got food in the house, I can care less. And I ain't got to worry about buying booze. I mean, I'm a drinker, but I make my own. You know, and you'd be surprised how cheaper it is when you make your own liquor. But,
I don't drink that much.
and she don't drink much. I don't drink much. Pretty much what we drink, I make. And every once in a while, we'll actually splurge on, you know, like I like my Seagram's Escape. She likes her beer because I'm not a beer lover. Never have been. I mean, I'll drink it. I've drunk beer before. I'm not going to go out of my way to drink beer, put it that way. Now, moonshine and wine, yeah. But I usually make it myself, so I ain't got to go out of my way to get it. Because every time I go to Walmart once a month and get my 2 big bags of freaking sugar, they know what I'm doing. Yeah.
Right.
I had a woman one time in Walmart, she says, "I always see you come here and get them bags of sugar about once a month." She says, "What do you do?" I said, "Well, sweet tea and homemade wine." She goes, "Well, I didn't even know you can make your own wine." I said, "Yeah, up to a certain amount, yes, you can." It's just after a certain amount of gallons, you better have a brewer's license and you better have a tax ID.
Dave, you're not missing much.
Yeah.
I don't-
People don't realize you can make liquor yourself. You just got to make it for your personal consumption. You can't be making enough. They think, oh, he's moonshining.
Right. I remember a while back somewhere up in our mountains, the authorities found somebody's personal what do you call it, moonshine meal maker or whatever you want to say. Yeah.
Found the still.
And they shut it down and confiscated it, and
Well, he must have had a bigger one then. It wasn't personal.
but they shut it down. And
I've showed cops mine. They think it's neat as hell. But mine can make no more than 5 gallons at a time, so they know I ain't out making hundreds and hundreds of gallons and trying to sell it. And I don't make it that often, because it's just me and her, and we don't hardly drink.
right.
Good thing about hard liquor and homemade wine, it don't go bad. In fact, the longer it sits, the better it gets.
Yep.
The longer it sits, the better it gets.
Yeah, I hear you, Dave. I just never was a beer drinker. I mean, it's okay. I mean, ain't got nothing against it. Just I like flavor, and to me, beer is not the flavor I'm looking for.
Yeah. I'll stick to soda, thank you.
Yeah,
I my ices.
yeah. Well, that's me. I'm into wines, moonshine, apple moon pie, blueberry. I got some blueberry moonshine going now. Yeah, I ended up with 3-5 gallons full of fresh blueberries. So I was like, well, all you can make so much jelly. I was like, blueberry moonshine on the way. Oh yeah. I use grapes. Yeah, I got muscadines. I got mulberries growing in my own yard. So mayhaws.
Cool.
Yeah.
Use your own grapes.
Yeah, muscadine wine is really good. Oh my god. Yeah.
I wouldn't know what any of that is because I just don't drink. I don't pay attention to
It's a berry. It grows in the wild, but I have them in my yard. I have blackberries, mulberries, muscadine. Of course, I live in Louisiana, man. Muscadine and mayhaw berries are everywhere. Yeah, you go out in the woods and pick mayhaws until you're sick of looking at them.
right.
I don't know if you ever ate mayhaw jelly. That is like some of the best shit in the world. Yeah. I wish I lived in an area where I could grow some Concord grapes. It's just too wet and moist here for them. They usually end up with root rot. I've tried to grow Concord grapes. It's too much moisture for them. They like that rocky, dry soil, like California and up in the mountains and shit. That's why I was telling J-Dog where he's moving. He's got that rocky Ozark, turf. I said, man, you could grow some killer freaking grapes up there. Just in the wintertime, you'd have to protect the shit out of, but in the summers and the fall up there, you can grow grapes out your yang in that old rocky soil.
Yeah, well, we have wine country up here in Walla Walla, and it's just it's full of grape trees and grapevines and
I want to get some going too, because I like to make jellies. I like to make wine with them, and hell, I like raisin. It's not hard to make your own homemade raisins.
Some of the best wine I've ever had has come out of the Columbia Valley.
Yeah.
Of course, I grew up in the Columbia Valley, so I might be a bit biased, but
Oh, no, they do grow some hellacious grapes through there because of the climate, you know.
yep.
That misty mountainside. Hell yeah, them grapes grow like nuts.
Oh, they're down in the desert.
Well,
And
yeah,
for
but I'm talking about when they have that night cooling and that moisture comes down into the on the side of them valleys.
Yep.
Susan, do you remember the onion fields in Walla Walla
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
and stuff like that? They may be shutting them down.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. I love Walla
A lot,
Walla.
a lot of the farmers out here are getting ready to shut down. It's just because of Chinese tariffs.
Wow.
It's really impacting the farmers a lot. They can't, they can't, yeah, they can't, they can't, import them back and forth and,
Yeah.
or export them or whatever you want to call it. But Chinese aren't that, nobody's buying them, and the prices of cherries, which I'm kind of happy about this because I love cherries, but the prices of cherries is coming down, way down,
Good.
way down.
I remember when I was a kid, we used to go out by Yakima and pick peaches and plums and apples and
Yep, and
cherries. And,
all the fruit that's grown here is now just sold here. It's not taken out of the state at all anymore.
really?
That's the only way the farmers are making their livings these days is by selling it to the grocery stores here locally. But they're not selling it out of the country or out of state anymore.
That's why I can't find Eastern apples in South Dakota anymore.
Oh, we still get them here from California.
So,
No, we're talking Washington apples.
Yeah.
Way better than California apples.
Yeah, but I'm just saying. But you got to understand, Nancy. You got to watch that. Don't let all them farmers fool you ass with that. Because my uncle is a corporate farmer, and that he gets paid by the government not to grow. They pay him his full yearly wages not to grow because they want to control the market.
Wow.
Because if you have an abundance of a product, the price has to come down because you don't have the demand for it.
right.
So they pay farmers in certain areas, don't grow this or grow this and still this because they want to be able to keep the price at a certain level.
Right.
I mean, yeah, it doesn't benefit the farmer. It benefits Uncle Sam. The corporations. Yeah.
Yeah. So supposedly they're supposed to hold a town meeting with all the farmers and stuff like that to figure out what they're going to do to get the farmers more money.
Well,
and stuff like that.
They would have had more money if they wouldn't have pulled that sanctuary city bullshit.
Right. That's another. I was just about ready to tell you that's another reason why the farmers are losing money is because of the stupid sanctuary city and or sanctuary state, and the payment that they would normally get, they don't get anymore.
Well, no, because it all got locked up because they decided to turn their back on the federal government. Yep.
So.
There's always consequences for everything. A lot of these people are like, oh, yeah, sanctuary city. And then they realize, oh, what do you mean? We got to rely on the state. Yeah. And I hate to say it, but almost the major cities run by them are crap anyway. Because they do not know how to manage money.
Right. If you remember, Susan, too, remember the people who owned the tulip fields?
Yeah.
They sold their farm.
Oh, wow. Are they still going to be growing tulips there?
Nope.
Oh my gosh.
Nope. Wow. They'll still have the tulips there, but it'll be state run or government run or some sort of pro run, state, state or government run or whatever, and they'll have workers over there now to work the fields and stuff like that. But the people who the family that originally started it all and owned it all sold the
Yeah, they sold out to
the fields.
yeah. They sold
Wow.
out. They're selling out to a co-op.
They moved away and they're now living somewhere else. They don't live on the grounds anymore.
Wow.
So
Yeah, we had 2 big farm areas got bought here from 2 companies out of California that left California.
so things are changing right and left around here, Susan. You wouldn't want to come back here. Not right now.
Sounds like it.
It's a nightmare around here.
Yep.
Macy's just went out of business here too.
Wow.
Especially our downtown business, our downtown Macy's just closed.
Yeah, and we just had one open here.
That downtown Macy's was a staple in downtown Seattle.
Yeah, not anymore. The building's been sold and
Yep.
and yeah, they moved out. Our Bed Bath and Beyond that was right up the street from it has moved out also. They're no longer there, and the Nordstrom just going out of business.
Wow.
Well, they can't pay that tax they want them to pay per head.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're taxing the hell out of the businesses to pay for all that free shit they're wanting to give out. Yeah. Try to tell people there's no such thing as free. Somebody's paying for it.
Yeah.
It might not be coming out of your pocket because you're getting it for free, but somebody's paying for it.
Right. So Nordstrom's, our Macy's are both gone. Bed Bath and Beyond is gone, and I've noticed that it's just been since Amazon came
Yeah.
here and built their headquarters here.
Wow. Yeah, we're losing a lot of big stores out here. Our mall is practically empty.
Yep, we lost one of our malls. I don't know if you remember. Do you remember Northgate Mall?
Yeah.
It thrived again for a while. Well, now they're killing it. They're putting all kinds of offices in there, and it's also now that whole mall area is going to become the practice home for the new hockey team that's coming here.
Oh, wow.
So now they've thrown out everybody who used all those shops and restaurants that were in that mall are now gone.
Wow.
Northgate Mall died again.
Yep.
So
Hey, between eBay, Amazon, and Walmart, all them malls are going to die.
yeah,
Because people can order the shit sitting in the comfort of their home and have it delivered to their door without even leaving the house. You think they're going to go to a brick and mortar store? Nope.
yeah.
I like going to brick and mortar stores to try on clothes. I
Right,
hate buying clothes off the internet.
Yeah.
They never fit.
Well, what are you talking about? They got website now. You stand in front of a camera, hold still, and it measures you.
Oh, wow.
Freaking hell.
They'll tell you to set your camera up and how far to stand from it. And you stand there real still with your arm, like you would for a tailor, how you stand there with your arm down your side, and it digitally measures your ass.
Wow.
They
Yep.
wouldn't be able to do that with me because I can't stand up. So
Well, then you'd have to know your own measurements. Yeah. But you know how many people don't even know how to measure themselves? That's the scary thing.
My mom taught me that when she was teaching me how to sew.
Yeah. Well, people don't realize, you got your neck, you got to measure your inseam, you got to measure your, from your armpit down to your waist, and not from your shoulder to your waist. It's from your armpit.
I think I'll just buy my clothes ready to be worn. I don't know how to sew anyway, so.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. That last time I ordered clothes off, I ordered a suit And I just stood in front of the camera and it mapped me out and said, "This is your measurement." Came to the door 4 days later, fit like a glove. I was like, that's a little spooky.
Ken,
Ken,
I
I'm
would have
very
thought you would have
sorry,
got the notification.
Oh, I guess he didn't get notified. Yeah, I got it as soon as you went on. It screamed at me. I was surprised. That's why I was the first one in the chat the other day. As soon as you hit broadcast it, because I was over there with JJ and Eastway, East West Mike and Monica, and I seen you went live. He had a full panel anyway. I was like, "Good, I'm out."
He's probably hiding in the bathroom again just so he could talk to you, Susan.
Yeah. Bathroom break.
No, it's type while you moan.
Right on, Ken.
Yeah. What's up, Ken? Hey, Ken, get to work.
Don't worry about it, Donna. I'll notify him next time she's live.
Get out of
I
Well,
should
I'll have to text him in order.
I should have figured it out because I've been sitting here waiting all this time for him to pop in, and he's just now popping in. So yeah, that tells me he did not get notified.
I'll have to text him next time I go live,
Yeah.
and he'll get it right from the phone.
Yeah, I hadn't been in the house that long right before you went live anyway. I just got back from outside, cutting grass and shit. Oh, that reminds me, I gotta look up an ignition switch for a damn tractor. I get tired of having to jump it.
Spike, Spikey.
I literally got to turn the key on, open the hood, go get one side of a jumper cable, go from the battery positive, and then touch it to the starter. I had to bypass everything straight to the starter to get it cranked. It's getting old. I like to be able to sit down and turn the key and go,
Yep.
I had to go get jumper cables, and I'm not even jumping off. I hook one red to the red side of the battery, and I go down to the starter.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it's my ignition or the solenoid. One of them ain't working right. And I'd find it's cheaper just to replace both of them.
Thanks for sharing, Ken.
I take it Ken has some good analytics going on, huh?
We must.
Yep.
Oh, now you're not on camera, Donna, anymore.
Huh?
It said Donna's not on camera anymore.
There she is.
We see you, Donna. Hi.
Wave, baby. Yeah, take about 3 minutes, she'll get it.
Donna. Yo, Donna.
Figure number one, Nancy.
I still see you. Oh, Donna.
Because eventually eventually that thing, that's my lamp. Eventually I'll get too hot for her to grab hold of it like that. I swear that little light works great, but man, you leave it on more than 30 minutes, you can fry an egg on it. That's why it's
And
all,
how's the snow at work?
We haven't gotten any snow out here yet. Yet is the word.
it's coming.
Yeah, they keep telling us it's coming. So
Oh, here's a new one that just popped up. Check has arrived. Check your email. Right.
right, yeah.
Yeah, like I'm gonna open that one. Uh,
Oh, Donna. She can pick on y'all like she picks on me.
hey, I want to show y'all something.
Hold
You see the pattern in that band?
In what band?
The
Oh,
one that has the band. Yeah. See it? Ain't that neat looking?
Yep, wrong button season.
Yeah. But you know where I got that from?
Where?
I bet you'll never guess.
The hospital?
Nope. That's the backside of a Coke Zero label.
Oh, wow.
And if you don't believe me, watch. I'm going to flip it inside out. And there's the Coke Zero label. That's off of Coke Zero.
So what's with the bugs?
Huh?
What's with the
No,
bugs?
that's just the pattern that's on the back side of the label. Most people don't know it's there, but if you flip it inside out, it looks like a little, bracelet that had a design put on it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, boy, that'd make a good Halloween addition to a costume.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know why they put that pattern on the back of it. I don't know if it's something to do with the machinery or what, to read the label or what.
Right. You hit the wrong button again, Susan.
But I cut these out of the Coke bottle wrapper, and people's like, "Oh, where'd you get the neat little bracelets?" And I'm like, "That's not bracelets." And I flip it in and show them it's the label from a Coke Zero, and they're like, "Huh?" Yeah, it must mean something to the machinery. Because if you notice, during Secession, you got like the three little bug-looking deals with the little red arrows. Yeah, and it's all the way around it.
Might measure how far around
The band is.
the label or something.
It might be. But like I said, it makes a neat little deal when you flip it in, But like I said, if you flip it back the other way, you can see. Of course, I couldn't cut a bunch of them out of it, but on the other side, it says right there, Coca-Cola Zero. All right, Fly.
Huh.
Trying to hide in the house where it's warm, huh?
Yeah. I'm not sure what I'm going to do this winter to keep all that warm, but I'll do it somehow. They told us we're going to have a harsh winter this winter, so.
And they're saying the same thing about us.
No, it's global warming. You didn't hear? It's gonna get hot. Yeah.
I need to turn my fan around because it's getting hot in here in this area, though.
Yeah, this is one of the retards we're trying to get out. This is what they mail out in the state. This is right there.
Right, John Bell Everett.
It's just another Democrat.
Oh, geez.
Yeah. That's why it says October the 12th, you can vote to stop the madness.
Wow.
Yeah, he's our last obstacle.
Wow.
Yeah. and he became governor, we was 13 point something million to the surplus. Now we're like 3.8 million to the minus.
Wow.
Yeah. Somebody got itchy fingers. And he's scratching the itch with $100 bills. Yeah.
So,
Well, I think I'm gonna hop off here. It's getting close to my bedtime, so
All right.
all righty there, dear. Thanks for having us.
thanks for coming up.
Later, everybody. Y'all
Sure.
have a
Bye,
good one.
everybody.
Yeah.
Later, all.
Later.
Later.